Greetings and salutations again. You know what I'm saying? What up, my queens? What's popping? What's cracking lacking? Definitely at that feminine video right now. So all I did was spread out. You know what I mean? How y'all doing? Y'all cool? You straight? Y'all need something? Need something, baby? Hey. Just checking in on all the feminines out there. Just making sure, number one, y'all still divine. Hey, it's a lot of fuck shit going on around here, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of worldly shit, which we don't give a fuck about, because only karmics give a fuck about what the world give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? They got to do the opposite of mustard. They still ain't really got the spiritual, emotional, you know what I mean, maturity to really handle shit that's going on in the real world. Yeah, we from Zion. The Wines, we live in Zion. You know what I mean? We in Zion and in the world at the same time. So this is the fourth and fifth dimension. This is the third dimension. It's just like Zion in the Matrix, and just like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? We was in the Matrix as karmics till we woke the fuck up, freed ourselves, essentially ascended. We went up. What's up? God is what's up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Went to Zion. You know what I mean? Got a sense of what the real world is. Now we ready to jack into the motherfucking Matrix and do what the fuck we came to do on this planet. Because this is our temporary home. This is our actual home, but this is our temporary home. And we got shit to do in our temporary world. And we stay in. It's a lot of people to help. Like I say, it's kids that need teaching. Kids that need to be fed. Homeless that need to be shit. in shelter somewhere. Homeless people that need like clothes, man. Somebody always need to be fed. Somebody always need to be sheltered. Somebody always need clothes. Somebody can always use a couple dollars here and now and then. You know what I'm saying? It's about helping people other than yourself, other than your family. Like I say, your kid's friend might need some help. Make sure you can see their situation, being on your P's and Q's and carrots, and help them. You know what I mean? Maybe your friend going through some shit. I mean, that's your friend, right? You supposed to be in tune, right? All right, help them out of their little jail. Be a blessing. Because you're going to get blessed yourself. But like I say, we ain't in the business of finessing blessings. Blessing people because we know God going to bless us back and shit. Calculating God blesses and shit. It don't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, first card is message, feminine. Divine feminine. Not you karmics. Divine feminine. And yeah, it is a difference. Sorry, it's a difference. We freed ourselves from the karma of being karmics. We got new and improved problems like divine accountability, like divine work, like divine duties, like God's will. Like we doing so much shit over here, man. You know what I mean? We already got jobs to do on this motherfucking section over here. You know what I mean? Only karmics go from aces to tens. Knights, queens, and things. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. Divines, we fought tooth and nail, fought too motherfucking hard to evolve, to progress, to ascend into the motherfucking X-Men's and X-Women's that we are, for us to put ourselves back in that category. We can't jack back into the Matrix. Ain't none of you motherfuckers can tell me shit enough to stop doing God's business. Ain't none of you motherfuckers can tell me shit enough to go back to that karmic way of living, karmic way of thinking, or being just like everybody else. 70% of the world is karmics. We only got 28% divines here. It's more of them than us. And we got jobs to do. Because we doing a job too. Eight of Pentacle, that's a life. It's 80%. What's a pentacle? It's a person, place, or a thing. Something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. What consists of a life? That's having shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on, four walls to call a place. I don't give a fuck if it's a dorm room you renting out, a small room like in New York you renting out, nigga, or an actual big ass crib. At least you got shelter. Some motherfuckers out here who ain't even got that. You got shoes on your feet, clothes on your back. Be blessed, because there's motherfuckers in the world who ain't got that. Kids. Be blessed you got shorties. There's motherfuckers in the world who ain't got none. A relationship. Be happy you in one. Appreciate it. Because there's people out here who ain't got one. Who don't even know how to get one. Who feel they're unfit to have one and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? This is a job. Enjoy your job. There's people out here looking for one. Car. Appreciate your car. It might be a fucking bucket. It's better than motherfuckers walking out here. Like, whatever you got in your life, whatever pinnacle you have or have attained, nigga, appreciate it. Because you didn't have to have all this. This is a life. You could be a millionaire with no life. I look at all these, a lot of fucking rappers. These niggas ain't got lives. They willing to throw their life away over beef. Social media beef, too. Motherfuckers got millions of dollars and shit. You know what I mean? Their life is supposed to be an upgrade from everybody else's, but they so quick to throw their life away. I say because they really ain't got a life. Anybody that throw their life away, they ain't have one to begin with. If you got a life, you'll do whatever you gotta do to protect it. It ain't just protecting your life source. Like I say, it's protecting how you make ends meet. It's protecting your family within this life. It's protecting and fighting for your twin flame demo. Your twin flame shit is in your life. God is in your life. There's a lot of people that ain't got God. There's a lot of people that don't even got no twin and shit. Due to their life. Appreciate your life. And also, your life can have people living vicariously in it. Be aware of people who ain't got no lives. Motherfucker ain't got no pinnacles and they hanging around you and your pinnacles, then they're gonna take one of your pinnacles. You might not think your life is the shit, but to somebody else, your life is all that. They can have more money than you. They can have more success and more fucking followers and all that shit. Like I said, they ain't living their life. They ain't even got a real life. A lot of motherfuckers out here who ain't got a real life. And idolize and respect a person who got a real life. It's like a person. I ain't gonna go there. Put more smoke on his life. We got the Knight of Pentacles. That's grooming. It's good grooming, bad grooming, ugly grooming. Good grooming is you grooming somebody to be the best person that they can be. It's somebody grooming you to be the best person you can be. Ugly grooming, that's you grooming somebody for your agenda or somebody grooming you for their agenda. It's a one-way street. They say they fuck with you, but they don't. They just take from you. They don't give back. Or your ass just taking and ain't giving shit. You got ugly grooming. That's you grooming somebody for you. You feel entitled enough, right? To, I don't know, claim a person. People don't get claimed like things. Yeah, we're pinnacles and shit, but we're humans at the end of the day. That's why human rights is like, you know what I mean? Niggas is Ray Charles on human rights around this motherfucker. In this world full of karmics, and you can tell. It's the type of grooming you got in your life. The only person that won a life is a person that's been groomed to get one. The only person that want to do better is a person that's groomed to do better. The only person that's trying to fuck with God is a person that was groomed to fuck with God. It's inputted in you on who you are. Parents got a big influence on who you are. And for those orphans out there, the world got a big influence on who you are. But you are not your parents. You are not the world. Your parents could be KKK members and shit. And you fuck with black people the long and strong way. Their belief systems is completely different from yours. That's their life. You got yours. You live in a foreign country where they do arranged marriages and shit. You getting the fuck up out of there. For somebody to give you away for, I don't know, cattle and some land. So what, you a pinnacle now? It's usually women getting traded for this type of shit. I told you, women wear, y'all more than pinnacles. Y'all queens. You understand what I'm saying? To me, that's sex trafficking. Arranged marriages. Is that not sex trafficking? It's like, you don't know this person, your parents arranged it, and you finna go meet your husband. You don't even know this nigga. You don't know if he a perv, weirdo, 1-2%er, or what. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, you can have your own life. It's gonna come at the expense of like going against your tradition, going against the, you know what I mean, the grain or what everybody else doing, karmics. The Lions, we stand out like a green hat with an orange bill. We don't just go with the protocol. We don't just let people dictate our lives. We are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things. So we got to do whatever we got to do to have our own life. As of ours to just being part of somebody else's or living vicariously through somebody else's. Overall energy, feminine. If you got a life, then groom yourself to have a better one. Groom yourself to let your children know exactly how important the life is and having God in it, and love in it, and divinity in it. You know what I mean? As of ours is just surviving and making ends meet and just doing what everybody else is doing out here, existing. Bottom line, more important than all that shit. We got the Seven of Swords here. This is results or secrets or cats coming out the bag or Decepticon. Or are you keeping it 100 with somebody, or somebody keeping it 100 with you, or are you keeping it 100 with your motherfucking self? Results. If you kept it real with yourself, you can keep it real with somebody else. If you ain't ashamed, you know what I'm saying, to hear the truth about yourself, you won't be ashamed to tell somebody else the truth. If you ain't creating the atmosphere for truth to be told around this motherfucker, then there ain't gonna be no atmosphere for truth to get told around this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? Results. Putting smoke on this result, we got the Six of Cups. Sauce. What is sauce? That's your steez. That's your essence. That's what makes you you. What are cups? Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. You know what I mean? Decisions. Your heart and mind got to be aligned, right? Bet. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Part of my sauce. Oh, and going back to the sauce card. Aside from being your sauce, your steez, your essence, what makes you you, your personality and all that shit, this is your individuality. But this is also your generalness. I said this shit 2 times. Six of Cups represents the sauce, represents your individuality, but also represents your commonality or generality. Generality, if that's a word. And what I mean by that is we're all God's children. God loves me the same as he loves the karmic, the same he loves these 1-2%ers. But the difference between me, karmics, and a motherfucker 1-2%er is divines, 28%, it's all about the kingdom with us. It's all about God and everything that we do. We got God in us because God was put in us, because we chose to put God in us, because we chose to get a personal connection with God, because we chose to go through the rigmarole to evolve from just being regular ass people, Six of Cups. We all God's children. We all come from the same starting gate. Whoop-dee-doo. Truth gonna have to play in. At this point, okay, do I want to be like everybody else or do I want to be more? Do I just want something out of life or do I want more out of life? Do I want a regular relationship or do I want a divine relationship? You know what I mean? Hey, it's just me out here. I'm by myself. You know what I mean? No relationship, no kids, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, it's just me out here. And I'm content with that. The average person ain't content with being by themselves. The average person will rather deal with somebody instead of dealing with their motherfucking self. That's the truth. You can't be a divine if you can't love yourself or respect yourself or put up with yourself or deal with yourself or heal yourself or acknowledge yourself or the God in you and shit. Like, it's just truth out here. Truth is not, you know what I mean? The truth is 70% of the world is fucking karmic. And they don't keep it 100 with themselves, with other people. You know what I mean? They ain't really in the reality arena. Because they don't even really recognize their own sauce. There's people out here that gank somebody else's sauce before they create their own. There's people out here, like I say, that poke somebody else's plan. It's like you following a hunter. Hunter kills the motherfucking deer or game. They probably doing it for sport. You doing it for survival. So it's like you wait for the hunter to shoot the deer, only to shoot the hunter in his leg and take his game. That's what karmics do. They wait till you create the motherfucking idea. They wait till you create the motherfucking shit, and then they take or gank it and then put their name on it like they did it and shit. They don't put in work. And they ain't got the time, energy, and resources to do this shit. But they'll steal from you because you got it. They don't want to create some shit themselves. They don't want to acknowledge shit themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 types of people in this world. You got givers and takers. Divines, we give. We give our love. We give our respect, our appreciation. We give our talent to the world. We give our ideas, inventions, and shit. Like, we the ones shining light in this dark-ass world. These motherfuckers that live in the shadows, that's where they hide. We ain't in the darkness. You know what I mean? We light bearers. And we recognize other light bearers. We ain't focused on the fucking shadows. Like Mufasa when he's talking to Simba and shit. Simba like, Dad, what's that shadowy place over there? I'm like, oh nigga, that's the dark side. Don't even go over there. Karmic's over there, son. We divines though. Look what we rule. Look at our kingdom. Fuck what's over there. Nah, Simba focused on what's over there. Instead of trying to get a crack at his kingdom, because Simba, he's the prince. This is his shit. Nah, he want to go see what the dark side is about. Like it's secrets out there to uncover. Like we ain't keeping it 100 right now. Fact of the matter is, son, whatever's over there ain't good for you. Whatever over there is meant for your harm. It ain't meant for your good. Stay the fuck away from there. But what's going on in the world? A lot of you motherfuckers want to go to the dark side just to see what's over there. That's what duality will do. It'll have you leaving what's good to see what's the opposite of good just to get a so-called balance. Like we ain't balancing masculine and energies already. We already balancing two energies within ourselves. What the fuck you want to balance more shit for? It's already hard doing God's work out this bitch. The fuck we need to go away from God or away from purpose or away from the kingdom for? You think it's some people that need saving in the Badlands? In the dark side? Do you even know anything about the Badlands or the dark side and why that shit is dark? It's dark for a reason. It's meant for us not to enter that shit for a reason. Mufasa is like God. We're like Simba. And God telling us it's places you stay away from. Because it ain't meant for your divine ass. You being over there only going to kill you or take away your life source to where you ain't even doing work for me no more. You can lose your soul over there. You can lose your life over there. You can lose your character, your integrity. You can lose a lot going to a place that was designated for you anyway. God didn't have to create that shit to be the Badlands to put a sign over there to let you know not to fuck with it. But you be a dumb motherfucker to go over there after God warns you to not go over there. It ain't like God just warns you to not go over there. God give you signs. It's a big sign to say, if you divine, stay away. That means you passed up plenty signs before you directly, mentally made a choice to go somewhere you ain't supposed to go. What the fuck you think God is out here for? Law and order. It's divine law before the world was even here. It was rules we was following in the fourth and fifth dimension. We still have to follow in this third dimension, despite how much these karmics want to tell you that the third dimension means or is way more than what the fourth, fifth dimension could be. Feminine, coming to the situation directly, you got the Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. See, if we was karmics, we would only facilitate this with relationships. But we divines, right? So yeah, it ain't just relationships that we show love and affection in. This is the relationship you got with your family. This is the relationship you got with God. This is the relationship you got with your fellow man, your friend, your mentor, the people who need you. This is you fucking with yourself the long way. Anything you need, you can find within yourself. But it ain't like you looking within yourself to find it. You're really looking to God to find it because you and God are one. Any and everything you need in this life, you can provide yourself with it. But you ain't got enough power? Who told you that? You ain't lit enough incense? You ain't bought enough crystals? You ain't did enough spells and potions and shit? You ain't cleansed yourself hard enough, have you? Man, fuck all that extra shit. That's exactly what it is. Extra shit. God will take you as you are. You could be a killer. And you could be a killer and dealer out here. You could be the worst person in the world. God's still going to have open arms for you. Redemption. God gives that. Justice. God gives that. God can understand you wasn't in your right mind when you committed this crime. God can understand how passionate you was in this crime of passion that you did to take the life of a person you really loved. Ain't no excuse for that shit. But God understands. And if God can understand a sinner, a killer, Scamming ass, grimy motherfucker. If God can show love to them, why the fuck God ain't got love for his own children? A divine person, a person that's doing shit for him, a person that acknowledges him in all and everything that they do. It's the same love. That's the Six of Cups part. That's the truth that's coming out the bag here. Same love God give us, God give you karmic motherfuckers. But the difference is, like I say, the way God worked, he ain't gonna just put you on this earth for you to do what the fuck you want to do, and you think that that's all God wanted you to do was whatever you wanted to do and not what he wanted you to do. Life don't come with no, life doesn't come with like a starter kit or manual. I seen a post somebody put, they said, show me any book that describes God or describes what God said, and I'll buy into it. As if they're, as if God ain't in the Bible, as if God ain't in the Quran, as if God ain't in books. God is in books. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you disconnect God or take God out the box, you disconnected the source. By you taking God out the box, God thus becomes not the source to you. We're plugs. We plug into the wall. What's the wall? That's God. That's the source. How do we get closer to God? We plug into the source. Then we charge people with God. It's like we ain't just charging ourselves to get in full power, but we're also like a charger. So anything that plugs to us get charged too. They don't have to charge through us. Just like the people who watch me. Y'all ain't got to take what the fuck I say to heart. All you got to do is go within enough and you'll understand it too. Because everything that I drop on this channel, everything I've been saying the past 4 motherfucking years is divine knowledge, divine teaching. It was divine laws before it was any type of law written on this world. God was governing this little space where Earth at well before Earth even got here. It was hella planets and hella people and hella beings that's been around well before the human beings on Earth. Planet 606 in the planet registry of Nebanon, which is our system. It ain't just the solar system, nigga. We just one solar system in a whole system of systems that's void from God. Like the void. The reason why God don't appear to man no more. The reason why God ain't here. Like God is in the plants, God is in the air, God is in the water, God is everywhere. And the animals and shit, he's in us. God is within things, but as far as God being here, isolation, son. Blame devil, Satan, and Lucifer for that bullshit. Yeah, man, like a lot of shit I'm kicking is shit you should know. That's what happens when you two a cup in God. When you fuck with God, like really plug into the wall that is God, God will give you anything you need to know. The same way people in the Matrix can get inputted information instantly about what the fuck they need in the world, that's how God works, son. It ain't until you get it, it ain't until God downloads some shit in your mind and you understand and apply it in the world to where you'll acknowledge it. It ain't until God do something in your life or show up in your life to where you're going to acknowledge him. Same God splitting red seas and appearing in burning bushes in the Bible days is the same God doing shit now. And he's still splitting red seas around this motherfucker. Despite what you think. Karma to that. We got the 4 of Pentacles. This is holding on too tight to a person, place, or thing. Pinnacle. Hold on too tight to some shit or being scared to let some shit go. More smoke on this. This is in your mystery madness or your subconscious feminine. We got the 7 of Pentacles. This is the re card. Rearrange something. This is R-E-R-E. Rearranging something, reordering something, relocating something, removing something, relapsing something, reneging on something, going to rehab or something, rehashing on something, reordering some shit, reviewing some shit, reconnecting some shit, resuming some shit. It's R-E-R-E. You're going to have about 7 of them to do so you can get out this 4 of Pentacles. Stagnant position. Difference between a karmic and a motherfucking divine. Karmics are stagnant. Until they understand God, they will always be in the position that they're in. They will always have a mindset that they have. They will always have an attitude that they have. You know what I mean? You know, like as a divine, you should be able to spot a karmic a mile away. You can spot a karmic a mile away. How, boom? Through their motherfucking actions. You can spot a devil a mile away. How, boom? Through their motherfucking actions. You can spot a divine a mile away. How? Boom. Through they motherfucking actions. Wands is what we talking about. What's the 3 of Wands? That's path. That's purpose. That's evolution. 2 of Wands. What's that? Survival. Ace of Wands. What's that? Awareness. 4 of Wands. What's that? Union, reunion, and recognition. Or Zion, the real world. 6 of Wands. That's wins, victories, and celebrations. 5 of Wands is outside conflict. 7 of Wands is internal conflict. 8 of Wands is communication. Communication is 80% nonverbal. So what the fuck you say you doing is what you actually doing that matters. Motherfuckers can talk all day, but it's the shit that they actually doing that's gonna stand for something. And guess what? You don't see faith in great works. It's like somebody asking you, what the fuck you been doing for God? Bitch, that's unseen. I ain't telling you to take my word from it, but if you ask around, if you really open your fucking eyes up, you can actually see my input out here. You can actually see what I'm doing. Then I ain't even got to tell you shit because it's everybody's job to be on it. Now, if you ain't got shit going on or where you over here questioning my shit, but not on your shit, that says a lot. Because the average divine, I'm telling you, we too busy to focus on worldly shit. We too busy to be getting grilled from fucking karmics who ain't even on our level, who got to do the opposite of mustard. By you even putting yourself on the same level as this karmic, proving to their ass how divine you are, you'll just be on some divine shit doing that. We ascending here, not descending. We progressing out here, not digressing. Feminine, as far as yourself, personally, in the feminine energy, you got the 8 of Cups. Masculine had it, you got it now. This is the Pay the Bill card. Same rant I gave in the masculine energy, I'm going to give it to yours. What are cups, first of all? Feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally because your heart and mind is aligned. It's Pay the Bill card. Pay the Bill card is a 2-part card. First part of the card is keeping your divine integrity up. Since the 70s, Pay the Bill been Queen LaBelle this whole fucking time. Her business ain't never been out on the streets. She ain't got no messy shit going on. She ain't out here beefing with other motherfucking R&B singers and shit like that. She out here living her best life and looking good while she doing it. She obviously got God in her life, nigga, because you can look at her and tell. You feel me? You can look at her and tell God got her. God been blessing her. God been doing a real good number on her. You hear me? Other side of the card, nigga, Enterprise. Eight of Cups, Enterprise is the second part. Enterprise, she's selling patty pies. She ain't signing no label. She ain't even gotta sing. She'll sing if she want to, if she want to bless us with her presence to do so. But she ain't under contract to do shit. She ain't gotta drop a motherfucking album to survive. She ain't gotta go on no tour as old as she is to support herself. Can't say the same for Anita Baker. Can't say the same for a lot of these motherfucking stars who end up dying in the middle of their tour. I go from Aretha Franklin, I go from Houston and shit. It's the way you live your life. I told you. It ain't about how much money you got. It ain't about how much status and nigga subscribers you got, motherfucker. It's what you doing. Pay the bill. Obviously doing something right to be here. Like she been in the game since the 70s and still flourishing. Seems like the older she get, the better she do. Be like Patti LaBelle. Fuck Rihanna. If you watching, baby, I'm sorry. Fuck Beyonce. If you watching, I'm sorry. Like, not shitting on y'all. I'm just saying. Be like Patti LaBelle. Y'all, even these divas that's all hot and young right now, who the fuck y'all think they gonna emulate when they get older? Patti LaBelle? Most likely. Look at Patti LaBelle, mean nigga. I seen her diverse battles. She still look good. Gladys Knight too. Still looking good out in this motherfucker doing her thug thingamajig. Sade! Man! Looking good. Indy Irie. Lauryn Hill. Look at everybody I just named. They're a different type of diva. Now look at Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, Riri, City Girls, you know, Nicki Minaj. It's a big difference. God loves all these women equally, but it's a big difference between the group of women that I'm motherfucking sharing and analyzing here. You want to be a queen, not a lady. You want to be a queen. Not just a woman. You want to be a queen. Not just a chick. It's queens out here, and that's the elite realm, feminine you want to step into. How did you get your queendom on? Hey, just keeping your integrity up in the world and enterprising. You can never go wrong investing in yourself. You can never go wrong creating a company that one day your kids gonna run. Keeping shit in the family. What is even starting a business? That's you taking a risk to create jobs within your community. That's what a business is. I said shit 2 times. You taking risks to create jobs within the community. That means whatever business you got, if its expansion ain't helping other people other than yourself, you in the wrong field, player. Maybe a karmic one. Divines move different. In your mystery madness or subconscious energy to yourself, feminine, we got the 10 of Wands. This is temporary endings. This is ending some shit while you got the time, energy, resources, and power to do so. 10 of Swords is some shit out of your hand. 10 of Swords is like a divorce. Paperwork already sent in. All you gotta do is shit, fall in line. It's already been handled. We got the legal system in this shit. Technically, it ain't a relationship anymore. At this point, it's business. You know what I mean? 10 of Wands. That's being able to stop something while you can. This is like bills, debt that you're gonna have to get a crack at. It's best for you to start paying on some shit now before the 10 of Swords. They garnishing checks around this bitch. Your ass, you finna got hit bankruptcy now because your ass, you know what I'm saying? Thinking your problems was gonna work themselves out. Like, nah. 10 of Wands. This is having the power to end a relationship before you get too serious. Because you know you didn't want to go too far with this. Because you knew exactly what your limits was. It's like a person who you just like, but they love you. And you see they all about you and basically hurting themselves because they just want you to feel the way they feel about you. But you know that it's not going to happen. So before you hurt them even more, before you even hurt yourself for hurting them, just, you know what? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt you. Go find what you're looking for. I'm not going to lead you on. I'm not going to waste your motherfucking time. This is, like I said, you see your son doing shit he ain't got no business doing. You go in his room, you find drugs, he's selling drugs out your house. If it was my mama, she found drugs, I wouldn't keep drugs in her house because I knew that coming up as a kid. Like I kept my shit at other people's cribs because I knew I couldn't keep it in my mama's house. Because what my mom would do is she seen that, it should kick me out instantly. Oh, you selling drugs? Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. So cops come up in here and, you know what I'm saying, shut my house down, board my crib up because your stupid ass, you know what I mean, undermined me. That's what these motherfuckers don't get. Even if you renting out a crib in somebody else's house, pumping drugs out that bitch. If the cops shut you down, they shutting down the house of a person who is showing you love, renting this shit out to you. When you do dirt, it has a way, like, when you divine, karmics kind of got a way of infiltrating your life and fucking your shit up. That's why I say fuck with divines. I've had karmic friends. Like, one time, I went to see some friends. Hop in the car with them. Right? Go to a little function. A little later that night, we get shot at. Talking about stupid ass drive-by. Like, it wasn't just on us. It was like everybody at the spot. We was at a gas station. It was like a damn party. Like, gas station was packed. We just left a club. It was like the whole club went to this gas station. And we was like outside. Everybody outside, like I'm juking. You know what I'm saying? I'm juking bitches and shit. Like we smoking and drinking. Like we had a motherfucking gas station. You feel me? Apparently, I didn't know this shit, but the homies I was with shot at some other niggas earlier that day. These niggas coming back for retaliation. I just happened to be in the car with the wrong karmics. Only had one friend. It was 4 of us. Only had one friend in this whole little mix. And they shot. I went down. I didn't see none of the shit that happened. But I can tell you what happened because my niggas told me. But then they laughed at me for ducking the whole shootout. That's what karmics will do. That nigga used to at a gas station. It was definitely over 51 shots at this gas station. And ain't none of these bullets hit a motherfucking pump. That shit would hit a pump. It was at least 26 people at this gas station, at least on this side of the gas station that we was at. 51 shots. Ain't none one of these bullets hit a motherfucking pump. That's God. I got my life. I can actually tell about the story. That's God. What's karmic? Was my niggas laughing at me for ducking the whole time. Now you tell me, these type of motherfuckers I need in my life? I don't give a fuck if they friends, how much history we got. This what y'all on? Oh, okay, I'm cool. Y'all obviously don't give a fuck about me because y'all in danger in my life with the fuckery y'all got in y'all shit. Here come karma coming back on y'all motherfuckers like fire and brimstone, and I get burnt in the middle of the melee. Karmics are zombies in a fucking apocalypse. Do not get bit. It's like you're trying to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's a trap. You ain't just divine, nigga. You got powers. You able to see your enemy before they see you. It's like a person sets you up, and you just trusting so blindly in this person that you fall into their trap. You know what? I ain't like the rest of the people in the world. I'm gonna give him a chance because ain't nobody giving him a chance. It's like you fucking with people in the family that the family don't fuck with. It's like y'all, like I say, I don't fuck with people who don't fuck with their parents. Despite how fucked up their parents can be, it ain't about the parents' integrity. It's just about the respect you got. Your parents can hate you, but you love them, and that's all that matters. As long as the respect is there, you ain't gotta like your parents, but at least respect them or appreciate their ass. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have to have a parent. They could be dead. To where you wouldn't even have to deal with them. They still alive and crazy, but it's a blessing still having your peoples around. Like I said, it's like you fucking with people in the family that the family don't fuck with. And the family looking at you like, nigga, you ain't get the memo? Ain't nobody fucking with them. Why you fucking with them? I ain't like y'all, woo, woo, woo. And then that person fucks you over. And you see why everybody in the family don't fuck with this person. But you know what I mean? They had to spell it out for you to get it. It ain't just your intuition, you trusting. At one point, you gotta be smart. Oh God, it's like me. Like I say, before that shootout happened, I felt the vibes in the air that a shooting was gonna happen. I know when shooting gonna happen before it happened. That's part of my power. Air get thick, so thick it's like I'm moving in slow-mo. And every time before a shooting happens, I feel three things. I see one thing and I feel two things. First thing I notice, ain't no cops around. Every time a shootout about to happen, I'm telling you, before the shootout, it's hella cops. Cops every fucking where and shit. Soon as I stop seeing cops, I know something up. Because ain't no cops around. So whoever gonna pull some shit gonna pull it around this time, and ain't no cops around. Two, I feel it in the air like Beanie Siegel. The air get thick. There's tension in the air. It's a vibe I can't explain. It's thick, like an elephant in a room or like a ghost breathing on your neck. It's something that's here that ain't here, but I feel it. Then the third thing I notice is complete silence. Every time before a shooting, it's always calm. I'm telling you, it was lit at this gas station. They playing juke music, like we smoking, we drinking, we juking and shit. And then I noticed I ain't see no cops around. I thought that was weird. Then the air started getting thick. And my nigga who was sitting next to me was like, yo, you feel that? Like soon he said, yo, you feel that? I'm like, yup. It got quiet for a split second. Like the music must have been switching to the next track, which is only probably a couple seconds. But them couple seconds seemed like a minute. It was just dead quiet. All of a sudden, wah, 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 wah. Everybody running and shit. I seen the shooting happen like that. I'm at a club. I just see this nigga looking crazy. I can look at him and tell he the nigga with the gun. I'm like, you know what? I'm finna get up out of here, cuz. You know what I mean? I'm making my way out. Soon I get to the door, dapping up my last nigga. Wah, 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 wah. I'm running. Like, see? Nigga, I knew it. Or Hey, boom, come to this party. It's like, nah, bro, it's kind of a rough neighborhood, man. I'm aware of who beefing and what gangs beefing with who. It's like, nah, I don't think that'd be good going to that party right there. Then niggas will hit me back. Yeah, boom, man. It's glad you didn't come through, nigga, because they shot this motherfucker up. I figured. Divines, man. We got smarts, man. We got power. You're supposed to be able to see a karmic a mile away. You're supposed to be able to see the devil a mile away. You're supposed to be able to see another divine that's in front of you. Because if you can understand yourself, then you can understand another person. If you can understand God, then you can understand the God in yourself. Thus, you can understand the God in somebody else. As far as the masculine role, this could deal with the masculine energies within yourself, feminine, or the masculines in your life. We got the Queen of Swords. This is the Lucy Liu card. Masculine had it in this same position. You got it now. It's a different deck, too. Queen of Swords. That's the Lucy Liu card. Lucy Liu and Kill Bill. She was 10 toes the fuck down on what direction she was going. This is in your Mystery Madness, too. The subconscious. You know exactly what direction you want to go in life. You know enough to where you ain't got to question that no more. What you're tripping over is people telling you that this direction you 10 toes the fuck down on going, they telling you it ain't the right one. They telling you wasting your time. They telling you ain't nothing there. Going back to the bottom line energy, we got a Decepticon. Going back to the shootout, man. My homie was a Decepticon. He know what type of nigga I am. If he would have told me he got into a shootout with niggas earlier that day, I wouldn't even came to see him. Because I know what happens when you come at a person, they going to come back. That's street justice, nigga. I don't need to be around for none of that. You a Decepticon for not letting me know. And it ain't just the fact you told me you shot at some niggas. Did you kill somebody, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? It ain't like I knew. That's what karmics do. They lie. They omit shit. They don't tell you shit. Like a person that's burning, knowing damn well they burning. And they burn you. And then you find out the hard way, all embarrassed and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, you ain't got no respect for me. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, we dating. How you even find time to get burnt? It's beyond me. Then you bring that shit back on to me. Like, you a whole nother type of motherfucker. Decepticon. Decepticon is also a motherfucker that it's like you an artist and you write a hit record and you know this shit is a hit. You play it for your friend or your buddy or your whatever. And they like, nah, it's okay. I don't think it's a hit. You know what I mean? It's like you got a hit record on your motherfucking hands and somebody telling you that shit garbage. They know that shit hot. It's just like a person who don't want you to be successful because they don't want you doing better than them. It's like your parent trying to keep you from being more successful than them when it ain't even crossing your mind that it's your parent that's got their foot on your neck. Because you would think that your own parents have your best interest at heart, right? Wrong. You live in a real motherfucking world. Where you're going to have to redefine what family means. Redefine what a friend is. Redefine what a relationship is. We ain't got to redefine God because God been the same way since the beginning of time. That ain't the thing we need to reintroduce ourselves with or rearrange or get a reread thing on the man upstairs. Like, nah, he hasn't changed. Same God that was splitting Red Seas and burning bushes is the same God we living in now. So it ain't God we getting twisted. It's the way we going to God that we got twisted that we need to fix. Moving on. As far as your Mystery Madness, feminine, we got the Five of Pentacles here. No. Queen of Swords. This is your direct energies. This is your Mystery Madness. Five of Pentacles. So going back to, I don't know, masculines in your life, feminines, you're going to be 10 toes the fuck down on what direction you want to go with your masculine. Point blank period. Subconsciously, we got the Five of Pentacles. This is the dark night of the soul, a 50%, a F. Failure. We all fail in life. We all F or fuck up sometimes. You know what I mean? But we just gotta learn. If we knew better, we do better, right? All right, we just gotta do better. Because we know better. We seen what happens when we gave a half-ass performance. We get a half-ass grade. We see what happens when we 1 foot in and 1 foot out of shit. What's above this? The Queen of Swords being 10 toes, both feet the fuck down on a mental direction. Not 1 foot down. You iffy. You know what I mean? You don't know if you want to do this or that. You stuck between a rock and a hard place. You kind of in limbo right here mentally. Nah. Dark Night of the Soul. This shit plain and clear. 5 of Pentacles ain't nothing but going without something. 4 of Pentacles, what you had here, was holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to go without it. What do we have clarifying this 4 of Pentacles, feminine? We have the 7 of Pentacles, the Riri card. You got to rearrange some shit so you can get past this card. And it looks like that's what you did. No matter what you holding on to, what you feel like you can't live without, what you feel like you need, we all go without it. Now, either we, 10 of Wands, intentionally give up something, let something go, while we got the control, time, energy, and resources to do it and embrace going without it, or God gonna take it away anyway. 10 of Swords, he permanently takes it away. To where now we in the same place that we dreaded. 5 of Pentacles, we all take losses. We all lose shit. We all get fucked up sometimes. We all, like, real people always go through some real shit. Only a karmic gonna live their whole existence and not have no up and downs, not have no trials and tribulations. Like, you could be the richest motherfucker in the world, but that don't mean you bought the emotional, spiritual, mental assurance of your children. They just got enough money to fluctuate. That don't mean that, I don't know, that's going to buy their spiritual maturity, emotional, you know what I mean, security and shit. Like I say, you got to teach your kids the right way. The broadest thing a rich person could do to their children is get them in touch with reality. Seems like the only rich people who doing that to their kids are black entertainers. It's like Jay-Z taking Blue to Marcy Projects. It's like, yeah, we billionaires and shit, but this is where I come from. I'm just showing you where you come from. It's like I bet Diddy do with his sons. Take their ass to Harlem. Like, nigga, this is where we come from. What's the fuck I'm gonna do with my kids? Take their ass to the hood. Nigga, hey, that's where your pops come from. You know what I mean? My kids will be going to public schools, not private. The reason why they going to public and not private is because they got to go through what I went through. My mom had it nice enough to where we could have went to private school and shit like that, but she wanted us to really understand exactly what kind of environment we was going up in. My mom made us take the bus. She made us walk to and from school. She made us do a lot of shit to kind of get in touch with reality here. That's the best thing she could have did. But the best thing she did was expose us to the real. And that's what you expose your kids to too. You can have money. Like, you could be rich as fuck, but exposing your kids to some spirituality, exposing your kids to a common cause, it's like, yeah, we got enough, but I'm going to teach you how to help other people. That's how I made this living, was helping people. And I want you to understand that. The reason why we so blessed is because I blessed people, and that blessing came back. So I need you to be a blessing to bless people the same way I was blessing folk. Like, it's all full circle. You know what I mean? The reason why we go through these dark night of the souls, the reason why we go through these failures is so we ain't got to fail again. So our children ain't got to go through the same shit we went through. So this same problem that's affecting us ain't affecting our family or our community and shit like that. Future final row. Consciously going to the future feminine, you got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. I told you, 6 of Cups, that's the sauce. We had that out here. Bottom line. We all saucy. We all God's children. We all come from the same starting gate. But guess what? We're more than that. 70% of the world is saucy. They karmics. They God's children. They got sauce, steez, personality. They like us in a lot of ways too. But there's just one difference between a divine and a karmic. And that's the 7 of Cups process. Pimp Cup Chronicles. I told you, 8 of Cups is what? Pay the bill card. This is a divine card. This is a divine card. So the difference between, like, to put it in a more technical way, the difference between a motherfucking karmic and a divine has a lot to do with the heart. What are cups? Feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of when you're going mentally. There's something in everybody. Everybody got something to give to the world. You got people who just saucy and don't give shit. Those are called takers. The world is full of them. But you got people that give. There's something in you, though, that you've given to the world. Could be an art form, a theory, an idea, an invention, a piece of art. Love, admiration, respect. You giving God to people, which is a piece of yourself. It's like you got something to give. Everybody has their place in the world. Every person on this planet got something to give to the world. But we ain't just giving it to the world, we giving it to God. Because whatever we give in the world, gotta be good enough for God. Can't just be good enough for us. Can't make shit good enough for us. We gotta be able to, like I say, 7 of Cups. Take shit to the next level, like 6 of Cups. You all that, but you gotta be all that in a bag of chips. Then you gotta take these bag of chips and give it to the world. But you ain't just giving what you got to the world, you enterprising. Going from the 7 to the 8, you enterprise whatever this is. So whatever you give it to the world, ain't nobody taking it. Ain't nobody ganking it. It's your sauce. People can steal your sauce all day. You know what I'm saying? But if you enterprise in your sauce, then you can protect your sauce. You can protect your idea. You can protect your work of art. You can establish your work of art or publish your work of art to where you can sue whoever ganking you to let the motherfucking world know where this shit came from before or who was the first one with it. Imitation is a higher form of flattery. I told you, it's people that's going to wait for you to shoot the deer, then shoot you in the leg and take your deer. By enterprising is like being covered. It's like you got a sniper. So you shooting deer and a person scoping you, you got your, sniper shooting them before they shoot you. Because you ain't just anybody. But you want to put yourself out here just like the rest of these karmics, I'm telling you, they're going to eat you up. They zombies in the apocalypse. Do not get hit. Final card in this message, we got the King of Cups. Highest form of emotion you can be on. That's the emotion to say fuck it to any and everything that's karmic or any and everything that ain't about the kingdom. What's the kingdom? That's God, divinity, divine love, path, purpose. Heaven, the real world, the 4th and 5th dimension. Everything outside of the 3rd dimension. That's what the fuck we talk about. The kingdom of God. You know what I mean? Hey, it's also a 1950s, 1960s dad, aka the tough love card. This King of Cups is. This is just like I say, the swag of Dan Laria from the Wonder Years, Jack Arnold. Watch the Wonder Years, peep Jack Arnold, nigga. That's the King of Cups. He's simple. He ain't stupid, karmic like the rest of these motherfuckers. Just simple. You structured when you simple. Look at your great grandma that's still alive, or your grandma that's still alive. She lives a very simple life. There's certain shit that matters, and there's certain shit that don't matter no more. My twin's 30 years older than me. There's some shit he was telling me last time I was talking to him. He's like, son, I'm at the age where, you know what I'm saying? It's only a few things that matter, and a lot of things that don't. I'm just focused on what matters. The kingdom. Kingdom. You are a divine person. So staying healthy or doing what you got to do to stick around, to be a divine in the world as long as possible, that's the kingdom. Your body is your temple, right? It's like your family. That's your kingdom. You know what I mean? That's my main objective. That's why I'm trying to get everything I got squared before I start even having kids out here. Because number one, I ain't finna put my kids out here the way I was put out here. Alone, abandoned, with nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing. No money for school, no help if I needed it. It's like, I got parents, I got family, but we all ain't got shit. So it's almost like I got nothing. Yeah, I'm trying to break that cycle. There's too many people I know who had kids before they was even able to take care of themselves. I mean, like I say, 70% of the world is karmics, so a lot of them working out, a lot of that shit working out. Ignorance is bliss. My motherfuckers, they ain't got divine accountability, Joe. So they only coming at life from one side, the world side. And then these people that's coming at it from one side in the world ain't even got accountability for the shit they own in the world, yet alone on the other side. But like I said, as divines, you shouldn't give a fuck about what people give a fuck about. As a divine, you create your own lane, not folding in somebody else's lane. You got your own ideas, not stealing ideas. You got your own sauce. You ain't stealing sauce. You got your own swag. You ain't jocking steez. That's why we leaders. That's why we are pillars of light. We trendsetters. We the leaders, they follow. But being a leader makes you a target. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. Deuces.